Hey there, Heather, ho there. It's Jeff Cutter. Welcome you to another basketball tournament. Now we got the NCAAs. I talked about the NBA teams. Now let's do the NCAAs. So 64 well, the different college basketball teams I've downloaded and all that. It's down. I made it down to 32 teams, which is pretty cool, don't you think? So it's 32 franchises. Now, 7 of them come from a folder called the Top 64 Franchise Teams because they're not included in the BK Best Colleges thing. So what I've decided to do was just try to make it at 32, and fortunately I got 32 schools. So based on championships, I went from 1 to 32. I know there were some ties, and I did winning percentages in Final Fours as tiebreaks. But anyway, first off, we have USC, UCLA. So senior children's play. All right, so see there, computer, as always. First round will be best of. The first round will be just like normal. It's 2 games, total point differential. If one team has a +6 or better point differential, they will move on to the next round without having to worry about game break. Or you sweep the 2 games, obviously. Yeah, we could see if it's close enough, we'll have a third and deciding game at a neutral court. So here we go. See my son. What did I do? What did I do? Oh, from the other. Oh, actually, let's see. UCLA squad. Actually, UCLA squad doesn't look that bad with the top 64 teams, so it will be UCLA. So I'm going to change that up. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Oh, view computer versus computer. I don't want to do that. Oh, they give me lines this time. Let's see if this works. Probably does this time. There we go.
The final score, UCLA 88, USC 86. UCLA was led by Vandeweghe with 23 points, Walden with 10 points, 10 rebounds, Goodrich with 13 points, 15 assists. USC was led by Anderson with 13 points, 11 assists, Block with 27 points.
Obviously, I don't know all that much. Hey! What's a big idea? Thank you. So UCLA, 27 from USC from Block. I know Harold Miner. I know Paul Westball and Sharman. Don't know a lot of these guys, of course. But Kiki Vandeweghe with 23 points, 19 by Reggie Miller, 13 by Gail Goodrich, 10 by Bill Walton, 14 by Lou Wilson, Dorian K. Groom, Bill Jabbar, C. Knowles, Z. Ed O'Bannon, Walt Hazard, Jamal Wilkes, Pooh Richardson, Herbert Washington, I guess. I don't know. They didn't put Bibby or Johnson in? USC had Nick Young, and he didn't. So 88-86. Well, UCLA actually did come close, but UCLA ran the clock down. So UCLA, no Kachi. So UCLA is up by 2. Okay, so let's see here. What we'll do is we'll do the reverse. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll do the reverse. Here. Say by 24. Well, if UCLA can win, we'll see who wins this one.
The final score, UCLA 95,
USC
75. UCLA was led by Miller with 20 points, Walden with 13 points, 11 rebounds. USC was led by
every little girl, every little boy. Dancing in the Joy, UCLA. 95-75 UCLA. So great job by the all-star team, if you will. There's Johnson and Wicks and all them. So Knowles. I don't know who Knowles is. Like 30 style guy? So UCLA. USC. Well, they tried. Bill Sharman played for that team, so they're Harold Miner. But yeah, UCLA crushed USC in the fine powder. So UCLA wins the 2-game total thing. It's weird how UCLA struggled on home turf against USC. All right, so next up is number 31, Iowa against Kentucky. I think Kentucky's got a full team. Yeah, I think we should do like 64 teams. We'll see. So, yeah, ignore the Boston banner. That's for Kentucky. For some effed up reason, they called that. Don't know why.
The final score, Boston 112, Iowa 90. Boston was led by Dampier with 25 points, Hagan with 14 points, 10 rebounds. Iowa was led by
Iowa. So, Fred Brown, Orlando Woolridge. Can't be right. He was Iowa? They should have had B.J. Armstrong play more. But anyway, Kentucky, 25 from Louis Dampier, Tony Depp with 17, Cliff Hagan with 14, Alex Groza with 6, Dan Izzo 12, Kemba Walker. Was Kemba Walker? No, it's Kenny Walker. Kemba played for UConn. Anthony Davis, Frank Beard, Ramsey Gibbons, Ron Mercer. Yeah, they didn't use Mashburn or Chapman. Iowa didn't use a lot of people. Yeah, I don't know why that banner was there. I think I might change it up a bit. Yeah, I think that it kind of does look like the same, but oh no, it doesn't. Okay, no, it doesn't matter. So it didn't matter.
The final score, Boston 116,
I don't know why
Iowa 101. Boston was led by Davis with 22 points, 8 rebounds, Izzo with 19 points, 12 rebounds, Dampier with 21 points. Iowa was led by Johnson with 25 points, Brown with 22 points.
And Anthony Davis. Okay, so this is kind of a change, if you will. I should have stuck with the other one. I think Kentucky would have won anyway, so yeah. So we'll go with that one. 116-101. So yeah, Kentucky won anyhow, so yeah, so it didn't really matter about the header. And then you got yourself North Carolina, Minnesota versus UNC. No, sorry, not UNC. So by 77, huh? Funny.
The final score, North Carolina 111, Minnesota 100. North Carolina was led by Jamison with 21 points, 9 rebounds, Hansbrough with 23 points, 13 rebounds. Minnesota was led by Hudson with 22 points, Thompson with 34 points, 7 rebounds, Jackson with 11 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists.
Wow. So Michael Thompson, 34 points in 49 minutes. Lou Hudson played 50 minutes. Kevin McHale only played 25. Weird. Well, yeah, the 5 fouls, I guess. Bobby Jackson, Sean Leonard. North Carolina, Kenny Scott. I forgot who Scott was. Lindsey Scott? I don't know. Vince Carter, Tyler Hansbrough, Lenny Rosenberg, Brad Doherty, Jerry Stackhouse, Anton Jameson, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was on that team. He only played 2 minutes. Man, that's just cruel and unusual punishment. But North Carolina won by 11. So, yeah. I know it took overtime. Like, Minnesota forced overtime. That's creepy. It's creepy and crawly time. Yeah, I think the top 64 teams should be, like, everything should be top 64. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, we'll just make it 64. Because, North Carolina versus Minnesota. It just makes sense. It totally makes sense.
The final score, North Carolina 104, Minnesota 96. North Carolina was led by Smith with 21 points, 10 assists, Hansbrough with 25 points, 11 rebounds. Minnesota was led by Thompson with 21 points.
So, there we go. 30 seconds. So, yeah, there's Carter and Jordan. I can't believe Michael Jordan's not even in the starting lineup. But, yeah, Vince Carter, Scott. I would say Byron Scott. No, Charlie Scott. That's who it is. Now I remember. North Carolina beat Minnesota, so they swept Minnesota. So the first 3 matchups, nobody swept anybody. I just get rid of the best colleges thing. Yeah, I'll probably get rid of that folder. Like the. Yeah. Okay, so next is number 29, St. John's versus Duke. So St. John's versus Duke. 9 points. Phooey. I don't know why they do that.
The final score, Duke 93, St. John's 90.
Almost pulled
Duke
it
was
off.
led by Williams with 13 points, 12 assists, Boozer with 23 points, 9 rebounds, Mullins with 14 points, 11 rebounds. St. John's was led by Zawolak with 22 points, 7 rebounds, Seiden with 13 points, 14 assists, Thornton with 20 points.
Malik Sealy, Walter Berry, Duke, Jason Williams, Ferga, Jeff Mullins, Shane Battier, Carlos Boozer, Johnny Dawkins, Heyman, I don't know who it is, Danny Ferry, Bobby Hurley, Grant Hill, and Elton Brand. Duke got a shock. They only won by 3. It's like North Carolina, UCLA hosting USC. Oh, sorry, seasons. Seasons change time after time. So who is it? It is Duke St. John's? Yes. St. John's. Duke at St. John's now. Let's see what happens here.
The final score, Duke 93, St. John's 81. Duke was led by Williams with 17 points, 13 assists, Boozer with 21 points, 7 rebounds, Mullins with 23 points. St. John's was led by
nobody. Chris Mullin finally plays, but I don't know why he's not the starter instead of Sawarak. I would definitely go with St. John's for Chris Mullin. But anyway, yeah, Duke, pair of 20-point scorers. Gaminsky, I remember him. I thought he was Canadian, but he's not. Like, fuck. All right. Number 28 is Texas. They take on Indiana. Okay, well, Texas has to be. Okay, sorry. So Texas has to be the best colleges. Yeah, they have to have that team because Indiana. So Texas has to be BK because the other wrestlers, they only have 3 players. So, yeah. All right, here we go.
The final score, Indiana 100, Texas 59. Indiana was led by Schlund with 21 points. Texas was led by
Cheney, Isaiah Thomas played a little bit. There's 2 Isaiah Thomases, 2 Allen Hendersons, 2 Scott Mays, 2 Steve Alfords? No, but, oof. Yeah, they got that roster messed up. But anyway, 41 points. I don't think Texas is going to do anything. So I'm going to call it off and say Indiana qualifies Texas, Tristan Thompson, and Kevin Durant. But I can't allow that slaughter to happen. And now we got ourselves UConn for hosting Purdue. Purdue. Oh, UConn. Nope. You're going to have to go BK on Connecticut because that's not a full team. That's kind of weird. I'm sorry, but that's the way it goes.
The final score, Purdue 110,
Whoa.
Connecticut 65. Purdue was led by Robinson with 27 points, 9 rebounds.
Wow, this could be
Connecticut was led by
Purdue. This is a massive upset if this happens. 45 points. But knowing UConn, they might lose. So, well, if Purdue wins, they'll take on UCLA because they're the worst seed left. They'll face the top seed UCLA Bruins. So Purdue, wow, 27 from Glenn Robinson. There's Rick Mount with 6, Johnson with 13, Keller, Joe Barry Cares, UConn, Walker 11, Gordon 5, Ray Allen, Ben Gordon, Ray Allen, Danya Marshall, Okafor 8 minutes only, Thompson, Napier, Hansen. Where's Ewing? Oh no, but Ewing's Georgetown. What am I thinking? So man, Purdue could actually shock UConn and move on. Well, they'll face UCLA, but it doesn't matter, does it? Excuse me. I just burped. Oh no, sorry. Wait, that's the wrong one. That's colleges is UConn. Wonder if I can move that UConn thing into the top 64 teams and change everyone. I don't know. No, I can't. I don't know.
The final score, Purdue 102,
Purdue
Connecticut 85. Purdue was led by Mount with 20 points, Dishinger with 23 points, 11 rebounds, Johnson with 17 points, 10 rebounds. Connecticut was led by Marshall with 21 points, Allen with 21 points, 8 rebounds.
So Purdue will make the upset of number 6 UConn and will face the number 1 seed UCLA in the Sweet 16. So that's a big win for Purdue. Rick Mount 20 points. That's the Rick Mount I know. Okafor got fouled out. I think he just said, "Fuck this shit" with Rick Hamilton and Alamine. So we're doing from 1 to 8, if you must know, because then we'll change up. We shall not be moved. No, we will not be moved. Oh no. Okay, next is number 26, Oklahoma against number 7, Kansas. There we go. Oklahoma versus Kansas. Big rivalry.
The final score, Kansas 91, Oklahoma 84.
Wow.
Kansas was led by Lavalette with 20 points, Chamberlain with 27 points, Manning with 13 points, 11 rebounds. Oklahoma was led by Griffin with 24 points, 10 rebounds, Adams with 20 points, 9 rebounds.
They were confident they didn't need the bench. Horace Grant? That can't be right. Mookie Blaylock, William Tisdale, Blake Griffin, Alvin Adams. Kansas. My Bloody Valentine. Denzel Valentine. Kurt Heinrich, Danny Manny, Claude Lafayette, Will Chamberlain, 27. Drew Gooden, Paul Pierce, Stallworth, Georgia Waite, and Rafe LaFrance. Kansas only won by 7, so we'll see what happens. You know, one matchup automatically. And that one. Okay, so let's see what Kansas can do here. Or Oklahoma.
The final score, Kansas 94, Oklahoma 87. Kansas was led by Lavalette with 24 points, 9 rebounds, Chamberlain with 27 points, 11 rebounds. Oklahoma was led by Blaylock with 23 points, 8 assists. Griffin with
They
16
came
points,
close, but the fourth
10
quarter
rebounds.
was just
Adams with 23 points, 12 rebounds.
Yeah, that fourth quarter just sucked the life out of them. Lavoie and Chamberlain putting on their numbers and all that. Oklahoma, I feel bad for them, including Brent Price, but Kansas wins. So they'll move on to the thing. 6 out of the 7 teams have better seeded teams have won. The only exception is number 6 UConn chalked by Purdue. West Virginia and Louisville. Okay, so that's a BK for West Virginia because they only have 3 people that will break the system, I think, right? Yeah, that will break the system. So we have to go there, and top 64 is Louisville. Let's see. Yep, there's Louisville. So we shall see what happens here.
The final score, Louisville 89, West Virginia 73. Louisville was led by Unseld with 14 points, 14 rebounds, Ellison with 21 points, Wheat with 14 points, 10 assists, Turner with 21 points, 12 rebounds. West Virginia was led by West with 23 points.
No Pittsnuggle on that team? No Pittsnuggle and CJ West. But where's Pittsnuggle? Ooh. LaSalle Smith, Felton Spencer, Junior Bridgman, Wes Unseld, Turner, Miles Turner? Can't be right. Franchise stars. Who are the franchise stars? Louisville and West Virginia. Funny.
The final score, Louisville 93, West Virginia 82. Louisville was led by Unseld with 24 points, 10 rebounds, Griffith with 21 points, Ellison with 10 points, 12 rebounds, Wheat with 15 points, 11 assists. West Virginia was led by West with 25 points, Robinson with 22 points, 10 rebounds.
So Louisville doing pretty well for themselves. Wheat, how is he a star? Carter 6 fouls. Okay, so I guess you do the 6 foul system. I'm gonna create Tyra was there. Clifford Rosier. Tyra Banks? Fuck that shit. But anyway, yeah, so Louisville's taking out West Virginia. So it's Louisville who will move on with UCLA, Kentucky, North Carolina, Duke, Indiana, Kansas to host matches. Purdue upsets UConn, so Purdue will deal with UCLA in the round of 16. But that's the only matchup we know. Villanova could even get a home series for the best of 3 in the next round. But, you know, you never know. Anyway, that's all I've got. I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.